Morning. Mr. Beavis wants to know how I managed to get home with his favourite t-shirt. Well, I'll tell you, I just found it. I just found it hanging on the washing line. I found it in somebody's tent and I just decided to bring it home. Tell the truth for once. I'm telling the truth. I made it yesterday. This was one of my old t-shirts that I decided, because it had got stained with that stupid washing powder, I think. I decided to dye it with Indian ink, which was probably a complete waste of ink because it costs, well, anyway, I just had it. So first of all, I tried to dye it, and then I decided to print on it, because I wanted a t-shirt like that. So I just used the lid of the ink. It was Winsor & Newton ink, to make the circles on it, because it's a bit like tie-dye, isn't it? And as I was going along, I then decided I would do that. Because I wanted one of those glass stock. It says glassed, but it also says glassed okay, doesn't it? Like Glastonbury's okay, but it's glass stock. Because it's my heel one, it's glass on tour. It's instead of on tour, it's funny, isn't it? Like it's on and it's the tour, Glastonbury tour. And that's all the power coming out of it in the dots. I might do sports with it later on, and it's a mushroom and the yin and yang sign, which is the darkness and the light, isn't it? And then it's an R for, what's the R for, mister? Recovery, probably. The Glastonbury Recovery Centre. It's like, I was thinking yesterday, it is like Laws, isn't it? People there go there for healing. Which is a vast concept, you know. Anyone will tell you I'm marginally into my shamanic practice, and sometimes we have to bring these things up, don't we? They have to come up from underneath. Oh, what a fucking mess. Yeah, I know, it's a cosmic particle of society is Glastonbury. We can see in a small unit what the fuck is going on with society. Well, that's how I see it anyway. This morning I'm having some fizzy water with a sprig of lavender in it, just to start the day off properly. I was thinking I've got some paint pens somewhere. I might have another stab at it, but I kind of like it. It's almost like, they're just the colours I had left. Almost like one of the old original ones, sort of. Almost exactly the same. Spirit of Glastonbury. I just started off being the spirit of Camden. There was a photo of me in Camden in one of the pubs when I was 18, 17, looking like a fucking truck wreck. And someone else said it was, they saw it and didn't know it was me, and said, oh look, it's the spirit of Camden. Because that's the truth, isn't it? So I'm a spirit of everything. But I'm thinking I might make another one, because this is my son's wife beater t-shirt that the stains wouldn't come out of. So I dyed that and it's come out a bit pink. So I could make another one for him. Send one to you? I don't think so. You can make your own. Go and sit in the green fields or somewhere, wherever the kids turn it. Go and just do it. I told you, I only came once, but we lived the full dream. How many people? I don't know how many people died when I was there, but when we were litter picking, somebody collapsed in the toilet. I know that. And I think they died. So I think they did. I can't remember, unless it was just an urban myth, but that was what we thought at the time anyway. So it's definitely people go there to die anyway, don't they? Can you stop talking about it? What do I think's going on? I don't really know. I think there's a lot of tourists. And I don't know. It's nothing like that. I've no idea, but I've just got a feeling that people don't always respect things, do they? I don't really know, to be honest. I'll have a grapefruit. Here comes the sun. Doo, 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 doo. I saw someone in town yesterday. I had to go in and get some supplies. I had to walk from the site into the town to get some water and some Red Bull. And I was talking to someone on the way back, about Glastonbury, and they were going, oh, I don't want to go, it's 2 people, blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, what was I saying? It was 2 things, actually, because they were talking about, they've been to see some bands locally, and I said, oh, yeah, do you know what, the year I went to Glastonbury, this happens whatever I do anything, the year I went to Glastonbury, 2 people got shot. And then I went somewhere else and something else happened as well. It's like, yeah, I am literally the angel of death. So the trouble follows me around. Something else happened somewhere else as well. That's only 2 things. Well, probably 2. I think that's when Blur were playing as well. Blur were playing and 2 people got shot. That's probably on the same field. I can't remember. It was all going on there. Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. I got Scorpio Moon and Scorpio Rising there. It's a dark sense of humour, and just, you know, what is it? It's trench humour, isn't it? They always say that. And I worked in a nightclub. We just kind of had that attitude quite a lot. Well, I know we had like the public face, but not all of us. Probably a lot of us though. The face of sanity. Oh, fucking dog. Kick over. I'm joking. Dolly, darling, come here. She just wants to know what's going on out the back. This is my dogs, are good, aren't they? Let's go and have a look. Let's go and see, Dolly. There's someone at the gate. Meet you at the gate, Dolly. It means meet you halfway, doesn't it? But I'm staying on my property. Right. There's no one there. Well, I know there is, but you know what? Thanks. Can you go in now? I'll give you some cheese. Come on. Come on. I moved this gate. Oh, good girl. Come on. I know. Thanks for letting me know. Go on. Get back on the land, darling. Here comes the sun. Doo, 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 doo. I don't remember. I don't know. I say because I have only been the once to Glasgow, and it was a long time ago. It must have been 32 years ago or something. I say my daughter was about 2 at the time, and she's, I don't know how old she is now, 30 something I think. And I'd only just started to learn my way around the site when it was time to come home. So I actually don't know it that well. I know it well enough though. I'll tell the story again because I was thinking afterwards because I didn't tell the whole story. Well, you couldn't, could you? I can't remember all of it. But I said we didn't pay, we didn't go with tickets. We went down with the money to get them, but anyway, it just so happened that we didn't have tickets to get in, and we got in, and then we worked out. We lit a pitch for a week afterwards, and then Bob and Abby, the ambulance broke down. They stayed. I can't remember if they went off to Phoenix afterwards. In the end, but we slept at the bottom of the tour for 3 days, and I, in the end, just went into town and got a bus back to Norwich with my daughter. And then when I got back to Norwich, I had to work out how to get back to Sheringham, and I had to get a taxi, which is like 30 miles with the last of my money. But do you know what? It worked out. This is why I love it. Just everything just works by the skin of your teeth. It just works out. So, yeah. And then went straight to the pub, right? Because there was no one anywhere else. There was no one at home. They were the days. And just say, hey, look. I know. Is that, there's something flying around. Is that a peregrine? No, what is it? Is there a hawk of some sort? Look, going around with the swallows. It's riding there. I can't see what it is. It's too far. It's not a peregrine, is it? It's quite small though. It's going quick. Hawk. A sparrowhawk. That makes sense, doesn't it? There it is, look. Flipping its wings, flittering, look. Can you see it? Is it in this picture even? Oh, is it a little kestrel flicking its wings like that? Think it's going to take one? I love this garden. You know, I've got all my dreams come true almost here. Here comes the sun. What was I saying? And also when we were little fish, I found that massive lump of resin. It looks after you if you look after it, isn't it? Land, I mean. Hey, look! It's a good sequel. The Wren's here. Mr. Wren's still building, chipping away at his nest. And they're a magical bird, aren't they? They're a druid's bird. Blackbird's up there. John's knocking around. Brian. Together probably. The same body. Keep going back and rinsing a bit off. I'll tell you why the arm's so bad on the back, because when I started painting it, I hadn't decided I was going to do it. I was just going to write on tour, like tour for Glastonbury tour. Let's have another look at it. And then when I did it, I thought, oh, I could paint an arm. I've got one there. But I'd already done the end, so it's like, but that was funny as well, because it's the sound of the universe, isn't it? You can't. How do you know what it's supposed to? How do you know how it's supposed to sound? When we do chanting it and when we do the yoga, it's like, oh my god, it's this noise really coming out of me. It is the sound of the universe, though. And I think it's probably got a headache today. It's been a massive weekender. The universe has been on a massive bender. Actually, it has though, hasn't it? It has been on a massive bender. The Earth's been tipping for about 30 years at least. Be okay. It'll be all right. You know, I was thinking about the orcas again yesterday because don't talk about it. No, I am going to talk about it. This is kind of when my kid's grandma died, like recently. Like she was the extended grandma, but she was always the grandma. So I was saying to someone yesterday trying to explain that she was grandma by marriage rather than blood, but she was there before they were born, so she's always been their grandma. And she's got a son who's got a diving school in Fiji, and they're all quite enviro. And she used to go out and do litter picking things, like pick all the plastic up in Fiji and Australia, because they've got a daughter, well, daughter in Australia. So they used to go out and do like massive beach cleans and things like that, and plant. What are they planting? Were they planting coral at one point as well, and things like that? Planting new coral beds. Well, here's another Sweet William probably. That's done. And I said when she died, I bet she'll be straight back in the fucking ocean, fucking shit up from there, because like reincarnation, she's into ghosts and things. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the control of the orcas, to be honest. But I couldn't say that for a fact. She'll be down there with Judi Dench or someone, or what's her name? All of them, to be honest. Having a whale of a time. It's true. You know what women are like. Sneaky. Interesting. As Uncle Martin would say, snakes with tits, all of them. I still think that's funny though. That was a waterfront thing. Women, there's snakes with tits, all of them. Men are snakes, women just snakes with tits. It's funny. My Uncle Martin was one of my favourite people. I think he was a Scorpio as well. He was a dog. He was a dog of a man. He was a light person. He was a sound guy, wasn't he? He was a sound guy as well. I always got that mixed up. What did he do? Bitches and bling. Don't make him sound so cool. He was just Uncle Martin, the sound guy. He got called Uncle Martin, but his name was Martin, and he looked like my brother once. I think probably it's a family thing. He only looked like him though. So he just got called Uncle Martin. I haven't put the beta on yet. You're supposed to be eating peace, aren't you? Start the day with the world. I know I'm up late, but I was watching this thing. It came up on YouTube yesterday about poppy seed tea and the Himalayan opium poppy. So I came down and had a bit. I just took a bit off the leaf and ate it. Just a corner like a little mouse. And slept like a baby. Om Namah Shiva. Circle training. What does that mean? Well, it's called the circle, isn't it? But it's a circle of life, I think. Circle of life training. and circuit training. You know, it's the circuit, isn't it? The festival circuit. And circle training. You know who's who, don't you? When you need to be pulled out of the fucking mud. Who you? Yeah. Do you know what? You know who's? They love it, don't they? All the fucking hardcore. But then he's still alive. I'm joking. When it all turns to slip. We'll get the tractors out. Whatever. Everyone feels like a hero. It shouldn't be that bad. Well, just for going home time though, and no one knows how to drive in the wet. I'm not taking the tent home, it's soaking. Let's take a bulldozer to the whole lot. Do it now. I'm joking. I'll tell you what I was thinking as well, because when I came out last night, the owl was hooting, and that's often a signal that it's come to be that anyway. That someone's going to, it's harbouring with death. Because my Mrs. Turtle was saying about this, because there was an owl. There used to be an owl at the back a long time ago, and it's like I wasn't that person then, but it's come up recently, and she said, oh, she hated it because she could hear one in the garden, like for about a week, and then her gran died, and then I heard one out the front a few days before the Queen went, but I knew by that time it was going to happen, and anyway, it's happened, you know, a few times, and I was like, oh God, who's going to die now when I hear the owl? But I heard it over that way, which was, I'm saying that's north, so that is kind of south, but slightly southeast, and I was thinking, what's southeast? It's from here, and I know this is like in a circle thing, it's like it could be relative to you, but it's berry-ish, and Juneberry kept coming up, so I'm thinking berry, what are we burying? What's going to happen? Bury the whole lot, to be honest. Bury it under a load of snow. That's true as well, because I saw there's this storms coming. There's supposed to be massive hailstones, isn't there? Up and down the country. See, I love how this stuff just comes out, and then and you look afterwards, and it's like, I know now. I should have listened to that before. I should have listened to myself. Juneberry. Maybe we're all going to get a massive blanket of hail snow. That blue Red Bull's called Juneberry. Why did I get that one? I just fancied, well, I told you I was in a shop the other day, and the girl said, what should I get? What do fairies drink? And she goes, fizzy water. I said, oh yeah, I know, I'm a bad fairy. I was just about to buy a tin of Coke because I just wanted a marker for the week. I'm doing the weekender, aren't I? And she goes, oh, Red Bull gives you rings. I thought, actually, do you know what? That's a decent call. So, and obviously, I already had fizzy water. I had it in my bag. I bought some. And I do occasionally like Red Bull. I don't really drink it very often. When I last had it, maybe a couple of years ago. And I just saw they had the summer ones. And I just went on the whim of getting the Juneberry, because it's June. I didn't fancy the mango or the tropical one. I just don't really like the idea of it. And it just looked a bit lighter than blue's healing as well with candles. I'm looking at another bird. I was trying to work out if it's a kestrel. I think it's more swifts or swallows. Solstice, June. The Juneberry. It's cabbage white. Longest day, shortest night. There's a lot to be said in that, probably. And I had a dog called Juniper Berry. Well, she was called Juno, but she got called Juniper Berry. My Instagram used to be Berry-O. So I got it, and then I liked it, so I got some more. And I was really ratty afterwards yesterday, but I don't think it was just that Red Bull. I'd already had 2 loads of coffee in the morning. But I thought that was funny as well, because I had the wife beater t-shirt on. So these things often, the universe speaks to you in tiles, doesn't it? As my beloved would say. It's not he doesn't like the idea of it being chaos, even though I've got the chaos butterfly and it's like chaos theory. But it's tiling, tiled windows, dripping tiles, dripping cosmic string. Sometimes I seem like the most normal lunatic there is. Oh, I know. And sometimes I seem like the most loony idiot. Danger mouse. The cosmic chaos witch. It's true. It's unifying, I think. To a point. Oh, what was I saying? What was I saying? Just concentrate on the good things you've done. As I always think about other people, it's like, do you know what? I do have a certain amount of sympathy for a lot of people. A lot of other fucking idiots in the world. But you try and help people, don't you? You try and help people. But it's the shamanic route there. You've got to open the darkness up. We've got these Western people. They're not used to doing it. It's all about suppression, isn't it? That's all they want to do is either suppress it or it's got to come out. Healing. You can't heal what's inside, can you? It's got to come out. You've got to bring it to the sun. You've got to bring it to the light. I can just keep going. A lot of sick people in the world, mate. A lot of sick fucking people. I shall drink this water, do some sun salutation, watch Beavis, stick the radio on, get fucked up for the last day. I'm not taking all this shit home. I've got to finish my coffee. Probably get any more Red Bull. I might have to see if I've got any change knocking around. Mind you, I don't think there's any more in the shops. Get a coconut one. The Milky J. I don't actually need any, but you've got to. And stay and clean up afterwards. What other cards came up this year? 5 of Cups came up a lot, and I was just thinking, oh, it's the mess, and it's the cups and people kicking their cups over. It's a circle, right? Not seeing 2 cups behind you, which can be different things. That's what you don't see coming, is it? Still good things to come. High Priestess came up. The Tower came up twice. That's not come up for ages. Wish Fulfillment came up a few times. The Star. Is that Aquarius, isn't it? Aquarius energy. So that's community, and pouring back into the land, taking the emotions and pouring it onto the ground. Different things. Water's the emotions often, isn't it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, guess who? My favourite, me, Queen of Pentacles. She came up twice as well. I always think about that. I was the snuff fairy the other day. The Cornish snuff fairy. Me and Grime. I know she's not Cornish, she's from the old place, isn't she? Wales. She's from Devon. Or Cheddar or somewhere. She's wearing a red dress and a white headdress. When I was wearing the snuff thing the other day, the snuff fairy, she was wearing a red dress and a white headdress. It's like, that's just another chaos, coincidence with her plate. And the Page of Pentacles came up as well. And I noticed they've both got one pentacle, haven't they? But his is smaller than hers. She's got a whole plate of pentacles. He didn't come up. The King of Pentacles. The Taurus. But the page came up. And all the flies are in the kitchen, and they're often, because the different cards represent different things. I've been through this before. So flies and things like that are often Page of Pentacles. They're bringing a little message. Queen of Wands came up. Sometimes they're birds, because Queen of Wands can be winds. I know it's also the hawk. I don't know. I don't read cards in a normal way. That's not really a normal way. Anyway, right, I'm going to drink this water. I feel like just having a coffee, not doing my sun salutation. I've got to do it. I've got these shorts on to go with my t-shirt today.